All right. Welcome back, my regular viewers, listeners, and watchers. And of course, if you happen to be here for the very first time, welcome. Before I go any further, my name is Rahul George, India's premier eye hypnosis life healer coach and your personal guide. So today's pod is definitely fired up with and by something that I was listening to on my run barely a couple of minutes ago. And if you've heard Napoleon Hill, obviously you would have come across Think and Grow Rich. But there are a lot of other recordings that have been made over the years and now, which of course are available to us thanks to the power of YouTube, especially. That's literally my go-to, especially on these runs, on these walks that I go on. And the thing that kept coming back as I was listening to something that was probably recorded, probably close to maybe, you know, 80 to about 100 years ago. The thing that kept echoing was, if you, especially as a healer coach, you know that you're on this journey, you know that you no longer are just only focusing on your own healing, but you're now in that state where you want to be able to make this possible in other people's lives. And maybe you've taken those first couple of steps and then you find yourself getting stuck. I know I've been quote unquote guilty of that for many many years. And even as I look back at my 20-year trajectory, I know some of it is of course being way ahead of the market before there was even a market. Some of it is this, which is lacking certainty, not really wanting to do what's difficult, and not only that, but not wanting to do it consistently. Because if I look back over the last 20 plus years, I know that in many ways I have done difficult things. I have done them ahead of um, what was the trend, or literally being ahead of the curve. But the important thing that I have learned over these last 20 plus years is this as well, which is it doesn't matter if you're starting today. It doesn't matter if you started maybe 2 years, 3 years, or maybe even 5 years ago. What's important is that you're showing up. What's important is that you've decided, and therefore you're doing it. And as you keep doing it, you will keep getting feedback. When you get feedback, that gives you the energy, that gives you that fuel for your certainty. And when you stay on this path, there's no way you cannot have the things that you've wished for. And just listening to this pod today, this obviously at the time of its recording, it would have been a radio broadcast, but listening to it now, literally in 2025, it just reminds me that we are really blessed to be living in this time, in this day and age, as we say. And one thing, of course, is that when if you read any material of Think and Grow Rich, or any of the books of that time, and even of course what we talk about today, it's so important to have what Hill himself calls the mastermind, and many around that time and even after have talked about this. So the reason why I started the community that we've been now running for all put together probably the last 2.5 years, but definitely over the last year and a half, we've really been taking our time and building it with purpose, building it with passion. And the reason, of course, why I mention this is because if you, especially as a healer coach, if you know that you are on this journey of healing, coaching, and you want to be able to make a difference in the lives of others, you will be able to do it when you have others with you. Doing it by yourself can be done, but it's hard work. And something that I always say in our community, the community is called the I Hypnosis Life community. And uh, the reason, that I keep bringing this up is that it's important. If you can do it effortlessly, you'll be able to do this literally till the end of time. When you do something with a lot of effort, then eventually you will hit burnout. And the reason why, of course, we have the community is so that you're not doing this by yourself. And instead, you have a community that's here to support you, that's here to hold that space for you. In fact, a lot of our sessions that happen are in the live format. So you get to meet me, you get to meet the community. And this is a way to help you on your journey as you tap into more and more of who you are meant to be. this is another way of you strengthening that certainty. And when you literally wake up each day like this, you will find yourself a different person before you know it. And so, I've said this before and I'll say it again. If there's any way in which I can help you, please do reach out and let me know. And of course, before I go, reminder, there are several tracks. One is, of course, our complimentary track, which is the session that happens every Monday and Friday. This is called the I Hypnosis Life Experiences. This is a way for you to connect with other members. And every week on Monday and Friday, we explore a different theme, everything to do with healing, coaching, and so much more. And, this is, as I said, a way for you to experience the power of your own unconscious mind, your subconscious mind, and more importantly, for you to connect to that certainty. So that is one way to connect. And as I said, it's complementary. So all that you're doing is that you're paying attention. But of course, as they say, those who pay more attention. And we have four tracks. One is, of course, the foundation. This happens every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday between 11 and 1, meaning 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. And on the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, between 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. And beyond this, of course, if you want to continue, we have the next track, which is the advanced experiences. In fact, let me say that again, it's the advanced program. And this is where you get to experience and explore this over a 3 month period. It's a 3 month renewable membership. So you can really go deep into the core topics of your identity, your uh, beliefs, but more importantly, your toxic habits that you can finally, let go of. And most importantly, have those money breakthroughs. So if these are three things that you're looking for right now in your life, you're in luck, and this is the right time that you're joining us. And of course, when you're looking to learn skills, we have a skill-based program, and that is the mastery program, which is a 90-day process. And over and above this, of course, there are a couple of slots that open up from time to time. This is for personal coaching. So the personal coaching program is also available to you. So you're more than welcome to ask more details. And I really do look forward to seeing you in our community. And of course, if you happen to be in our community already and you're watching this, and maybe you've not been, showing up regularly, this is that opportunity for you to come join us. And having said all of that, of course, as always, remember to live your purpose. God bless, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.